And next on Daybreak, Shakespeare by the Lake in Hudson.
Weaving spiders come not here, hence your long-legged spinner's hands. Beetles black approach not near, worm no snail do no offense.
That is Titania's Lullaby, performed by the Hudson's Players Club. It's part of the upcoming production of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and the play opens this Thursday in Jack Layton Park. Steve Walters is part of the theatre company. He's playing the part of Peter Quince and joins us in studio. Good morning.
A fine good morning to you,
and
young lady.
You look the part this morning as well.
Thank you very much.
Unless that's what you usually wear when you're...
only at weekends.
Could you describe a little bit what you have going on here? You've got the sort of a brightly coloured vest.
Yes, this is the costume of the Mechanicals, which was designed by Tina Struthers, quite an internationally well-known designer. And it's got quite a Turkish feel to it. In fact, the whole of the play has got three distinct groups, or as she said, sects, if you will, that have different costumes. The Athenians are very regal. We, the Mechanicals, are very sort of workmanlike. And the fairies are all very ethereal and fit the naturalness of the play. Can I just say, I'm sorry, I listened to that song again.
Right.
Every time I hear that song, like the hairs come up on my hair.
Yeah.
Like this, because it's magical. It was performed by Kim Boyle and written by Roy Varola, who is the musical director. Fits in exactly with the play. You're going to ask a question, aren't you? I can hear it.
I was going to say, I mean, people who are unfamiliar with A Midsummer Night's Dream, what can they expect from this play?
They can expect an absolutely visionary production. Our director, Mary Varola, same name as Roy, she's been absolutely awesome in her vision. She's phenomenal. She started off when we first auditioned for the director, saying she wanted it to be very natural. Now, bearing in mind this is in Jack Layton Park, it's a very natural setting. We have the lake behind us, hence Shakespeare by the Lake. We have the trees in front. It is absolutely awesomely magical. When you put together the music, when you put together the costumes, and then when you put together the setting, this is just one hell of a show. It's incredible.
Because this is a show, I mean, this is a play that the plot takes place outdoors in the woods. There's a certain sort of degree of enchantment that comes with it. How do you reproduce that in that setting?
Well, you reproduce it by the actors playing their roles. Interesting enough, it's relatively easy to do that. This particular Shakespeare play is probably one of the most approachable. If I was honest, I'd probably say that I found some Shakespeare a little bit stodgy. But this one is so approachable. It is so in tune with the public. This man was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. In his day and even now, he was a brilliant writer. And I think Mary's taken what he's written and used her vision to bring the magic out in this park. It's incredibly well directed. I say that because I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before, and especially outdoors. And I think that the audiences are going to be in for a real treat. You might say, well, you would say that because you're in it, but no. The music brings the hairs up on my arms, and all the music is all specially written, most of it anyway.
So you play Peter Quince, who is one of the Mechanicals, one of the actors in the play within a play in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
My character, yes. He wrote the play within a play, and he really thinks this play is brilliant. And he has his actors, which he sort of got together by hook or by crook. A lot of them don't really want to do it because they're purely carpenters and bellows menders and just ordinary workmen. And especially Bottom, who is really the actor that is the one that's always given the playwright trouble. He's always got his own opinion, and therefore we have this great yin and yang going on with me and him, and battling out to try and see who's in control. At the end of the day, I suppose Peter Quince realises that Bottom is the only person that's really going to bring this play through for him, and so he toes a line in the end with him.
Do you have a favourite moment or a favourite few lines that you can share for us from the play?
Well, I can. I mean, actually, Peter Quince has a monologue. If you want me to do the back end of that, how much time have we got?
Well, we've got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes to do. I'll do the back end of it and see if you think this is good enough for you. This is at the introduction to the play. I'm talking now to the Athenian court, and I'm feeling quite scared. The actors are behind me, and this is the monologue which describes the play. It's the prologue. It's Peter Quince's prologue. Now, the actors who are listening to this are going to probably listen very carefully, so if I make any mess up, I'll get it when I get back. Anyway, gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, then wonder on till truth make all things known. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous Lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast does present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presents moonshine, for, as you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. This vile beast, which Lion hath by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and sees his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here you do remain. There you
Beautiful. So this is opening on Thursday at the park. And if people want to go, how does it entrance at the door? Or?
It's entrance at the door, and it's by donation. That's the most other magical thing about this whole show. It's by donation. We suggest $10. We think it's probably worth a lot more, and I think people, once they see it, will think it's a lot more.
The Hudson Players Club production of A Midsummer Night's Dream is this week and next week, July the 16th through 26th. Performances on Thursday, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. at Jack Layton Park, Hudson. Entrance is by donation, suggested $10. Please bring a chair.